Oh, this is Match Game 74, and it's production number 0228, and it's take one. Get ready to match the stars. Bert Convy, Brett Somers, Charles Nelson Riley, Louisa Moritz, Richard Dawson, and Kay Stevens, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 74. And now, here's the host of Match Game 74, Gene Rayburn.
Oh, I tell you, it's cold in the East River.
That's the
I thought you were panning gold.
Hello,
How's everybody?
We missed you.
Thank you.
Did you have a nice night last night?
Oh, yes, splendid. Rather informal attire, isn't it?
Yes, thank you. I thought it would be a
What time is
from track and
practice?
field. It's just track and field.
practice.
I think he's trying to tell us something.
No, I just thought that the green would go nice with the set. It also fits the set of another show that I don't know what it is.
Aha!
Now,
The show that follows ours, Tattletales, here on CBS. What?
How long has he hosted Beat the Clock? The wrong jacket on.
All right. Shall we have a go at it?
let's
All
talk
right.
to Gloria. Hi, Gloria.
Let's begin by saying hello to Gloria Green. How's the current champ?
Fine.
Good. Gloria has $600 to her credit, but in a moment or so, she's going to be playing for over $5,000. No, for $5,000 even in the Big Money Super Match. The second half of that, the head-to-head match with one celebrity. Are you ready for that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. We're ready for you, Gloria, and we will get to you right after we get to this message. Here we are with Gloria Green, her first chance at the real big money here, $5,000. She won the $500, of course, in the first part of the audience match. That means she'll be playing for 10 times that amount, or $5,000. To collect that, she's got to match one celebrity head-to-head. Please choose one now, Gloria.
Richard.
All right, Richard will get ready to write, and you'll face me. Here is the $5,000 question. Please write your answer to this. Cracker blank. Cracker blank.
Just in case I get called on.
All right. Now, he's finished his. Gloria, how do you respond to that? To match Richard. Cracker.
Jax.
Cracker Jacks. You know, Cracker Jacks is very American, and you're dealing with an Englishman. He may not know about Cracker Jacks. We'll find out right now as we ask him for $5,000 to reveal his answer.
All I could think of was my favorite cheese. It's Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel is what I thought of, too. Yep. Okay, now, Gloria, you've still got the $600, and you're going to play another game, so let's get right to that by introducing John Kashmarek. Hello, John. You know Gloria Green, John?
Sure do, boy.
How's John today?
Just fine.
Good. You want to tell us about yourself, please?
I'm a bachelor. I'm unemployed as a copywriter. I've been in California about 4 years.
When you leaving?
As soon as I win the money.
As soon as you... All right, let's get right to it. Let's not waste any time, John. I'll push a button and ask you to make a selection.
A, please.
He wants A. Here we go.
He wants a what?
Guy's out of work and he's a bachelor and he's not married, out of work and all that. Let's see what we can do for him.
See if we can reverse the trend here.
Mrs. Colonel Sanders said, she said, you know, Mrs.
He was married.
Yes, Mrs. Colonel Sanders said, the old colonel is getting on in years. Now every time he blanks, he goes, crunch.
Oh, I didn't hear the blank. Where's the blank? Oh, I know.
The old colonel's getting on in years. Now every time he blanks, he goes, crunch.
It's hard to believe that he hosts his own show.
Yes, it is.
That's a simple question. Don't pick on me.
I'm gonna pick on you the day you die.
All right.
What was the question?
Oh, you see there?
Do your
She's
own
on
crunch
me.
there. Oh, you haven't got your glasses. Mrs. Colonel Sanders said, the old Colonel...
Sybil Sanders.
Sybil Sanders said, the old Colonel is getting on in years. Now, every time he blinks, he goes... Crunch! I thought you were going to do the echo chamber in that, Mark. Breslow? I'm going to do it. The last chance for the echo. Now, every time he blanks, he goes... Wait, it's my show. Shut up. That's it. I'm one host per show. What is that there?
Get your own bloody show.
Yes.
I will.
All right. Now, every time he blanks, he goes... I'm gone home.
Come back, my darling, my sweetest
What are you pulling
sweetheart.
on my cable for?
Oh, my
All right, I'll stay. John, what did you out here for? I forgot. Oh, yes. Mrs. Colonel, Louisa, did you put a... You did... Oh, all right. Gotta keep my eye on her all the time. Mrs. Colonel Sanders said the old Colonel is getting on in years. Now, every time he blanks, he goes... Crunch! Stay on it. We really have a great director. 1 out of 5 ain't bad, is it?
And that's just the women.
Okay, John, what did you put in that blank?
Sneezes.
Every time he sneezes, he goes crunch. That's a pretty good answer.
Thank you.
Bert, what did you say?
What?
He says sneezes. Every
Oh.
time he sneezes, he goes crunch.
I just said every time he sits down.
All right, there's another logical answer. Bert, Brett?
There it goes again. Hard to tell us apart.
I'll get you. Every time he fries a chicken, he goes, crunch,
I see.
because he burns himself.
I
You. Nobody takes your word for anything anymore.
Charles?
I said makes love.
Every time he makes love. Oh, I'm
Kiss
so happy for Colonel and Mrs. Sanders.
Have you
I
seen
thought-
the Colonel?
Yes. What do you say?
Well, if I had heard you after the echo chamber, I would have said something else. But I said every time he chews.
He chews. Oh, when he eats his chicken. I see.
No, when he eats the Cracker Jacks.
Oh. All right. Richard?
I heard he was a thigh man. He's very old, very brittle.
Wingo.
Every time he falls,
Oh,
he
yeah.
goes,
Got one echo per show.
That's it.
It's a shame. We've done this in the Grand Canyon, I'd have gotten a laugh.
No, it's very easy.
No. How do you do
It's
it?
easy. You just go, magic echo. Do it for me. Crunch!
Nothing.
Didn't do it.
No.
Can I see the director in the room after the show? What a lot of
Okay.
friends we
Kay,
got
would you
out
give us
Oh,
your
yes,
response?
I said-
Sneezes
I
is
said-
the answer John gave.
Sit.
Sits. All right. So you didn't score with that, and we'll come to you in a moment, but first we've got to do this message for all of you. All right, here we go. Where are we going? We're going with the second half of round 1 with Gloria Green's question. John did not score in his half, and here we go. Bert Convey
Yes.
has tattletales printed on the back of his jacket, as we all saw, right? And a CBSI tattooed on his blink.
I have seen it.
Bert Convey has tattletales printed on the back of his jacket and a CBSI tattooed on his blank.
Wait till I check. Will you,
Yes.
We just wait a minute here.
Swing around and make sure we see the tattletales. There it is, on the back of his jacket. Everybody's ready but Bert. Oh, and
That says Merle Oberon in Wuthering Heights.
okay. Now we're all set, and we'll call on Gloria. Bert Convey has tattletales printed on the back of his jacket and a CBSI tattooed on his blank.
Chest.
Chest. All right.
I happen to know he has hair tattooed on his chest.
He has hair tattooed on his chest. Okay. Where do you have the CBSI tattooed?
Well, actually, I have it on my pupik or belly button.
Belly button.
Yes,
All right. Okay. Brett?
Well, he happened to be walking away from me one day. I don't know why. And it's on his backside.
On his backside.
Because I saw it.
All right. The backside does not match the front side. Charles?
So those lights don't burn out from non-use over there. I put chest.
Chest. There it is. One for you, Gloria. And speaking of chest, here's Louisa, who will tell us where Bert Convy has the CBSI tattooed.
Well, last time I saw it, it was behind.
On his behind. Or backside. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's only kidding, right.
That's what they all
Richard,
say.
what did you say?
I think it's remarkable she can sit up straight. I put rear.
Rear. All right.
Rear end.
Chest is the answer Gloria Green is looking for. What do you
Well,
offer?
I have seen it.
Yeah.
I have seen, haven't I, darling?
Yeah.
And we both know where it is. It's on his navel.
On his navel.
Yes.
That's what he said, too.
Give that
All right,
lady-
so it's 1-0 at this point. Let's go to round 2 and ask John to make a selection.
I'll go with A again.
A is what he wants. He didn't match anyone in the first round, so everybody plays. Here we go. Hey, here's a cheerful little poem from Smokey the Bear.
Oh.
My house burned down, and that's not funny. I lost my wife, and I lost my blank. My house...
That's a toughie. I hate those toughie.
My house burned down, and that's not funny. I lost my wife, and I lost my blank. Did you hear that, John? Think about it for a second or so. This will not make us the poet laureate of America, but... Charles, you, the literary one, are...
Whoever said he was literary?
Okay. Now we are ready. John. My house burned down, and that's not funny. I lost my wife, and I lost my...
Money.
Money. Money, honey, what, Bert?
He lost his bunny.
He lost his bunny.
He
Oh.
had a pet bunny.
Yeah, Smokey the Bear had a lot of friends in the forest. Brett?
He lost his bunny, huh?
Yeah. It was a little rabbit friend he had in the
Some of us
forest.
have bunnies, some of us have money.
Yes.
That's the way it is.
He lost his honey.
His honey. Charles?
So that the lights don't burn out over there. I said money.
All right. There's one. What do you say?
Well, I said he lost his tummy.
Really?
It was close and printed M to the
That's
end.
Weight Watchers.
Why did you say that? Don't answer that.
Lost his tummy.
Yeah, lost his tummy, right.
Didn't have the guts for the work, I guess. Honey.
Honey. Oh, boy, I thought you were going to clean up with this
Well,
one,
bears
John.
eat honey.
Money was a terrific...
Bears
yeah,
eat
honey. Oh, honey. Bears and honey.
Honey.
Kay, what did you say?
I said the correct thing. Money, of course.
Money it is. All right, so that's 2 for you. And why are you flashing that light? It's 2-1. And we've got to stop here now, right in the middle of round 2, and we'll get back to you right after we get to this message. Okay, now, Gloria, you're in a good spot to win another game. You got one match here. We'll tie this, and 2 will win the game. Ready? Here we go. Charles, you do not participate.
Okay, right on.
It's nothing
Tonto.
personal. Uh-oh.
Tonto said,
Oh, dear.
Lone Ranger, act weird. Last night I catch him blanking horse's tail. Tonto, speak.
I love your Indian accent.
Lone Ranger, act weird. Last night I catch him blanking horse's tail.
Gotcha. Oh, don't be slovenly.
How do you
dear.
ever make a decision on your own show?
Dear Santa.
No, I don't like that one.
Here we go. All right, everybody's all set, so we'll call on Gloria. Tonto said, Lone Ranger act weird. Last night I catch him blanking horse's tail. What you say? Pretty squaw lady.
Kissing?
We don't say that queer.
What did he say?
Just a little bit weird, but not. Well,
He doesn't know it.
squaw say she kiss horse's tail. I mean, he kiss horse's tail. What you say, pale face? With funny lettering on back of jacket.
Me say, Kemosabe, really weird. Me peek through bush, also see him kissing horses.
Well, if one more of you weirdos say he kissed the horse's tail, she wins the game. Brett, what do you say?
I've heard of horse's blank, but I've never heard of kissing horse's tail.
Yes.
I said pulling.
Pulling the horse's tail. Okay, Charles?
I'm not playing.
You're
if
not
you'll
playing.
follow your instructions, the producer is over there. Watch your life.
Okay. Did you know about Lone Ranger and Tonto and all that?
I gave a very normal answer. I said pulling.
Well, you're a normal girl. That's why you gave a normal answer.
I never thought.
Healthy, normal
That's right,
girl.
right. What do you say?
Unweird.
An over-healthy normal
Yeah,
girl.
the ambassador is
I
going to
happen
speak.
to know the Lone Ranger was also a ladies' hairdresser
Oh, really?
on the side.
On the side?
So he was brushing and combing.
Brushing and combing. Brushing and
He
combing.
also tinted the end.
And tin, yes. Well, as long as you didn't tease the hair, that's it. Kay, what did you say?
I love this show. I love.
Thank you.
I said braiding.
Braiding. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you did
nice.
too. I guess we're dull.
So, folks, this game ends in a tie. And when that happens, we have to go to a tiebreaker. We do that by wiping this slate clean. Shazam. The slate is clean. There's a tiebreaker. One question for each player. The one who scored the most matches will be the winner. John, you will make a selection.
Stay with A.
All right, A it is. Here we go. Everybody plays in a tiebreaker. As soon as the skydiver jumped out of the plane, he realized he had forgotten his blank. All right. As soon as the skydiver jumped out of the plane, he realized he had forgotten his blank. Brett, terrific. The upper tier is ready, and the lower tier is ready. So John Kashmarek, as soon as the skydiver jumped out of the plane, he realized he had forgotten his
Parachute.
parachute. Okay. Yes, sir, Bert.
Jumped out of the plane and forgot his parachute.
Parachute. There's one for you, John. Brett, what did he
Well,
forget?
actually, I thought the parachute was the obvious answer. So I said it.
Parachute, yes. Well, he could have forgotten his jumping boots, Charles.
No, he forgot his parachute.
He forgot his parachute, too. What did he forget?
I said he forgot his passport in case.
Not as dumb as she looks.
That ain't a
Go to
bad-
my dressing room immediately.
I'll be deported.
You'll be deported? Yeah. All right, Richard.
I happen to know that he forgot his chute.
His chute.
Yes, sir.
Parachute. Okay. What did he
I
forget?
feel so dull. Shoot.
Shoot. Okay. All right, that's 5 for you, and we'll see how you do. But first, we've got to see how you do with this message. It's especially for you. Now, our time is up. I mean, we really expect to get through this tiebreaker, but we were all laughing and scratching and hollering and screaming so that the time just ran out. So will you come back next time and we'll finish it, all right? At this moment, it's 5-0, and you've got your question to go. And all of the laughing and scratching and screaming came from this end over here. And
What end is that?
for all of the craziness and the insanity, I thank you.
Thank you.
And you were just splendid. Is there something we can do for anyone before we go? There.
No, just remember to go to Florida on Father's Day. I don't have a father. Is there a father out there?
You'll be playing there, right?
At the
No, but you got that
Bachelor's
lovely
Suite in
man
Fort
that you call
Lauderdale.
Daddy.
Daddy. Yeah, I need a new daddy.
I have a thought for the day.
You have
yes,
a thought
darling.
for the day.
What
Hold
is it?
everything.
If during trouble and strife you can walk with your head above the crowd, you'll be taller than anyone else.
That's a beautiful thought for today. Thank you, Richard. I'll remember that forever. Gene Rayburn, Match Game 74. Goodbye.
Stay tuned for Tattletale.